4:14 p.m. in Los Angeles on Monday, the 5th of March, 2012. It's a little after 10 a.m. on Tuesday, the 6th, in Brisbane, Australia, where I'm about to talk to Hans Jusseit, who is the managing director of Oceansmart. I'm Mark Strassman, reporter with Utopia News. He's going to talk to us about a way he's found to protect seabirds and sea turtles from some deleterious effects of tuna fishing. Welcome, Hans, to Utopia News.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you for the opportunity.
Tell us and the rest of the audience what long-line tuna fishing is.
Basically, it is more of an environmentally friendly way of catching tuna using fishing lines, but as the name infers, it's a very, very long line, and that long line can extend up to 150 kilometres along the oceans, with the hooks spaced about every 50 metres.
Okay, and how does it differ from other methods of catching tuna?
Other methods of catching tuna are primarily using a net, a per se net, where they circle the school of fish with a net and then close off the bottom and then scoop the tuna out of that net, and they're very, very large operations. Generally, that's the tuna that you get in your cans, but the problem with that, of course, is once they take a school out of the water, that's it, they take it all, and there's nothing left to reproduce.
Okay, how big an industry worldwide is tuna fishing and long-line tuna fishing as part of that?
Long-line tuna fishing is about an $8 billion industry.
Okay, and what risk does using these lines create for seabirds and for sea turtles?
Well, it's been recognised as the key threatening process in seabirds and turtles in terms of their endangerment. Things like the albatross now are, all the albatross species are now endangered or critically endangered, and so are the turtle species. So longline has been the greatest impact, has had the greatest impact on seabirds and turtles.
Okay, tell us what Oceansmart is.
Oceansmart is a brand name for the company that I set up, which was Ahi Enterprises, to start to market and bring this new invention, the Smart Tuna Hook, into the fishing industry and to start conserving seabirds and turtles.
What was your own background in the tuna fishing industry before you did this?
I used to own and operate my own tuna longline vessel for over 10 years, and I was also the CEO of the tuna longline industry here in Australia.
Okay, now so you've invented a Smart Tuna Hook. Tell us how it works.
Basically, the Smart Tuna Hook requires just a small modification to the fisherman's normal fishing hook, and then it can accept a shield that snaps over the hook once it's been baited. That shield prevents the fish, the seabirds and the turtles from swallowing it or getting hooked. Once it gets down past their feeding range, that is, once it's been thrown into the water and sinks down past where the turtles and seabirds feed, the shield falls off and becomes a normal tuna fishing hook to catch tuna and swordfish and the like.
What enables it to fall off at the right depth?
It has a special alloy that attaches a clip to it that holds it onto the fish hook, and a galvanic or electrolysis mechanism when it contacts seawater makes it corrode very quickly, and that pin then disintegrates and the shield and clip falls off.
So essentially, it shields the hook from the creatures at the depths where they would interfere with the process and get themselves into trouble at the same time.
That's correct. That's correct. If you can see that, I'm actually holding one up for you.
Okay, good. Show us how it works.
Well, that's basically attached to a baited hook now.
Hold it up a little higher. A little higher.
How's that?
That's good there. Yes.
Yeah. So you can see the shield actually covers the whole hook. The hook cannot hook anything. I can't get hooked on it, and it protects the hook completely from any hooking at all. Whereas that here would be a normal hook, and you can see that's quite a dangerous looking thing when it comes to baiting and hooking things.
All right. Well, so this is good for the sea turtles and for the seabirds. Is it also good for the efficiency of the fisher people too?
Well, the initial trials that we did, the pilot study did, yes it is, because what it does is it helps to retain the bait on the fisherman's hook, and they thereby stand to catch their fish more efficiently. They use less bait and, in theory, catch more fish. Our pilot study actually showed that the fishermen using the Smart Tuna Hook caught more fish over the normal hook.
Okay, and how expensive is it to add this to the repertoire of the fishermen?
Each shield costs 20 cents, which is a small amount in comparison to the rewards that they can get. For example, they only need to catch one more tuna, and they've paid for their whole set of using the shields.
Okay, and does it require any or very much extra work on the part of the fishermen?
No, it requires very little. It's no more than like the fisherman attaching another bait to the hook. So it only takes a couple of seconds in their fishing operation.
Okay, and what's the environmental impact of all of these shields floating down through the water?
It has no environmental impact that we've been able to determine. In fact, all that happens is the shield, being mild steel, rusts at the bottom of the ocean within 12 months and is totally disintegrated. All that is left is iron oxide and the carbon that's used in the steel. But the positive side of it is that it takes the need for fishermen to use lead in their fishing gear, of which they lose hundreds of tons over a year throughout the world. Because when they lose fishing gear, they lose the lead weights in their fishing gear. That sinks to the bottom of the ocean and contaminates the ocean floor with lead. So by using the Smart Tuna Hook and the shield, they no longer need to have that lead. They save money by not having to buy the lead in their fishing gear. So overall, it's much better for the environment.
Sounds pretty good. You're offering a special giveaway of tuna hooks for those who buy 25,000 tuna hook shields?
That's correct, yes. That's just for them to change over to the gear. Basically, the hooks aren't really any different to their normal fishing hooks, except it has a very small attachment on it that we get the manufacturer to put on there that enables the shield to be attached and hold on there properly.
Okay.
Those hooks won't cost the fishermen when they need to replace them anymore.
All right. What proportion of seabirds and sea turtles that are otherwise impacted do you think will be saved by this technology?
Well, we haven't got the data on that, and we can't estimate that, quite frankly. However, our testing on both seabirds and turtles that we did was 100% successful. That is, we did not catch a seabird or a sea turtle when we did the studies and put it into the environment. So it will take a little bit of time to get that testing and show exactly how effective it is. But all our testing on seabirds out at sea and sea turtles in the laboratories in Galveston, Texas, and over here showed it could not catch a seabird or a sea turtle.
Okay, what kind of reactions have you got from the fishermen who have been using this so far?
The reaction has been quite positive, except like everything new, the fishermen are reluctant to be the first to take it up. You know, they worry about the costs, they worry about whether it's going to affect their catches, all those types of things. They don't really want to be the first to use it. But the crew over here in Australia, where we put it on their boat, was very, very pleased with its performance and how it was when they were setting their fishing gear. They actually preferred it to normal fishing gear. Okay,
tell us about the I Pledge campaign in support of these shields.
Yes, the I Pledge campaign that we're running is a crowdfunding campaign. What we intend to do is to get some funding. We're trying to raise $25,000 to put 100,000 of these smart tuna hooks into a fishery, just to show the exact benefits and the economic benefits to fishermen, and get it out there and into the fishery on a larger scale.
Is Oceansmart working on anything else besides this?
Not at this point in time. We have a few other ideas which we keep quiet at this stage, but we want to get this into the fisheries and really start saving seabirds and turtles.
And what's your biggest satisfaction from this work?
The biggest satisfaction is really knowing that I've actually solved this problem of seabirds and turtles. The big challenge for us now is to keep it rolled out and get it into fisheries, so that the fishing industry itself is more environmentally sustainable and friendly.
Okay, and how can people get more information about Oceansmart and about the Smart Tuna Hook?
If they go to oceansmart.com.au, they can find all they need to know. If they have any questions, they can certainly give me an email, send me an email and ask all the questions they like, and they can also pledge their support from that website as well.
You want to give the email they can use to contact you?
Yes, my direct email is hands@oceansmart.com.au.
Okay, good. I want to thank you for your work and for talking about it with us today on Etopia News.
Thank you very much, Mark, for the opportunity. It was great talking to you, and I hope we can do so again in the near future.
Good, thank you.